Hey everyone, I'm Myra Sky, and welcome to The Voice Extra on 11 Alive. And this is
LaPorsche Thomas.
Yes, not LaPorsche. I'm so excited. So just to give you a little backstory, I actually auditioned for The Voice in season 3. I was so blessed. It was such an exciting experience.
Was it scary though?
Man, it was scary in so many ways. When you're entering this phase, you got to remember that people don't realize you've actually been auditioning for months before you even get to this point. So when you get to this point, you've actually went through some cattle call auditions, which is when you wait outside and you are in that line process. You're hustling and bustling and waiting for hours just to get in the building. Then you go to executive callbacks, which happen with the producers of the show, all the top producers of the show. Once you get past that round, then you go to LA, okay, for another round of auditions where maybe Carson Daly might pop in there. You get a few more people that pop in.
Maybe Carson.
So it's
the names.
It is a actually 2 to 3 month process before you even get to the blind auditions.
Okay, now which part was the scariest part for you?
Oh man, I can't even tell you. I mean,
I want to hear. I want to know all the deets. Don't you want to know all the deets? I want to know all the deets.
Up to this point, I mean, I think that I'd never been around so much talent in my entire career. To see that many talented people, and one thing about The Voice is they don't play. The people that come on here are people that are the best of the best. So being around that much talent was actually extremely intimidating.
Now I can relate. I used to be a competitive singer as well, years and years ago, right?
Yeah.
And I remember my very first performance and getting on that stage for a 4-H competition and seeing everyone go before you, and you're just psyching yourself out, psyching yourself out, psyching yourself out. And I remember I was shaking.
It was hard.
And I was like, this isn't the same as singing in my room.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure you can relate.
The butterflies never go away. Butterflies never go away.
They shouldn't.
They don't. Fast forward 10 years later, I auditioned again this past summer, and it was an amazing experience. With 11 Alive, we got to actually follow me a little bit of the journey, and I made it to the top in Atlanta, but unfortunately, I didn't even get to LA. So again, like, I think as you're climbing up to the blind auditions, you've already been through so many emotions and so much has happened that you're just excited to finally get there.
But another piece of it is you have to learn how to find your voice and your tone and your sound as a singer, and that can take years.
Oh yeah, but you have to be confident.
Yeah.
You can't be, I think at this point, song choice is a really big thing. Song choice is a really big part of this day. Not getting people in your head that are around you, because you're going to hear people singing and people performing all kinds of other things. So being confident in what you're about to do when you're about to get on this blind audition is a big key to this. And
you never really realize how hard song selection is until someone asks you to sing. And then you're like, well, what song do I sing? I don't know.
Yeah, and then you start questioning what song. So in the blind auditions as well, you start questioning what song you're gonna do. And what people don't know, again, is like, I'm giving you guys a little bit of the sneak peek stuff.
Give us all the tea.
Yeah, I'm giving you some of the tea. Is once you've made it to where, yes, they're like, okay, you're gonna come to the blind auditions, they give you a list of about 1,000 songs to put in order from 1 to 1,000. And now things could have changed by that point, because I was season 3, remember that? But from in my recent experience this summer, it seems like they're still on that same pace. So they ask you to put these songs in order, and then executive producers actually make the final decision on what song you're gonna sing. Now, if you're firm, if you're really pushing,
Oh no.
Now, if you came in with an original song that they loved already, how you did it, or your melody, how you changed it up, then they may just say that song's the one we want you to do, and that's the one you're doing. But they strategically choose what song you're going to sing. They strategically choose how to put the person in line with the next person that's about to audition after, to make sure the energy is flowing all morning long when you're auditioning in front of all the judges. It's a process, girl. It's a process. So let's tap into last night's episode, the premiere of the blind auditions. What did you think? How do you feel? There were 2 local people that were right here out of Georgia.
Well, what I loved is that Megan, Danielle, homegirl slayed, and I got the stats. Let me find the stats, because I'm a digital producer, guys, so I'm all about the numbers. Already, she has 216,000 views.
Oh my goodness.
And it was just posted 13 hours ago.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
And her voice and her tone.
Her tone was good. I did not even realize how young she was.
I know.
And that's the thing with the blinds, is that you don't see, so you're just going off of what you're hearing.
And it was beautiful.
Man, she is congrats to her, 17 years old, doing her thing.
And she picked Team Kelly.
Yeah, but she only got Team Kelly was the only one that turned for her. So what did you think about that? And she spoke back to the judges too. She was like, Blake, I'm disappointed in you. I was like, okay.
I think they knew. I mean, because these judges are very strategic, right? And I believe the judges knew.
A little bit, you think so?
Yeah, who she would go with.
It's hard to tell. I have felt that a couple times, but you never know.
But see, for me, if I was a judge, I'm not turning around if I know in my spirit that you're gonna pick John Legend.
Oh,
you know, I'm not even gonna try to compete with that.
Yeah.
Especially since I know there are other people that I'm going to want to grab and snatch up later. Yeah. Right? Well, but her voice was incredible.
Well, yeah, her voice was incredible. The fact that only Kelly turned on her was very interesting, but again, that's part of this show. But she wasn't afraid to call out Blake and tell him, like, I'm disappointed in you. I'm very excited about these judges this year.
Me too.
I like the dynamic. I love Kelly. I love Nick Jonas to pieces. I think it's cool whenever they have just one female as the judge with all the men. I like that. I think it's cool because it gives her an opportunity to really shine and pull through. Like, so I don't know. I like the vibe so far this year. We'll see. I think Nick Jonas also giving his knowledge as a younger artist that has been in it since he was so young.
That's current and fresh.
Yes, and still going. I think he has a lot of wisdom to pass on. So I just think that there's going to be really good energy. I think, you know, we'll see where it goes with this new energy.
Blake is my favorite judge because he just has this energy and this long-standing comedy and just the way he delivers things. And he's very smart with his choices, which I love.
Yeah, Blake doesn't take it too seriously.
No.
I feel like he has so much fun with it that's what brings that kind of calmer energy to everyone as well when they're performing. He just kind of is like, go with the flow, like you said, very funny.
And I agree. There was also in the episode a rock. The person was 50 years old. Yeah. And this man did a phenomenal job, right? And John and Blake turned around, right? And Blake said something. He said something to the effect of, the reason we haven't done more rock on this show is because we haven't had someone like you, right? I mean, this guy was magnificent. Right. And so I think that he understands what it takes to really make it and not just win the show. Because we know plenty of winners, right? But we don't know who they are anymore.
Yeah, I can't remember them having a judge like Nick Jonas, has been in the industry since they were so young and starting with his brothers. I'm trying to think, and I don't think that that's really ever been the case.
I think that
I mean by the limelight, like being in it big, from Disney, like being in it big. I'm not saying any of the other judges didn't start pursuing their dream when they were younger. I'm saying Nick Jonas is the only judge that actually was in the business hardcore at such a young age, and to keep the momentum now at 29, not even 30 yet, and like you said, freshening up, that's rare. I think that's going to bring a lot to the show. That's really going to vamp it up big this season.
And Jonas is trying to make his presence known, like for sure, right? Yeah. Because he actually pulled someone out of the crowd. He helped this little boy, or I'm going to say a young teenager, right? Got on stage with him and sung the song, right? Yeah. And it was just beautiful for him to really get up there and say, I think you should hit this note and hit that note. Because as a singer, that really helps you.
Yes.
Right? Because some people can sing, but they can't arrange a song.
Oh, yeah. That moment they'll remember forever.
Forever.
Forever and ever.
Forever. Okay.
Yes. Well, this is going to be a super exciting season, guys. We cannot wait to do this with you each and every week.
Yes.
With The Voice Extra on 11 Live. So just let us know what you want to hear. Give us some of your feedback and what you're feeling with the show so far. Yeah. This is going to be so much fun.
We're excited.